Suma, off camera, we're having a lot of arguments. I could see you were calm, calculated, watching the match. So what gave you the impression, because we were tensed, that by the end of the first 45 minutes, we ought to have scored a goal, but we didn't score. But somehow, I kept watching you. You were calm, cool, calculated, like watching. What gave you that confidence?
Well, basically, I knew from the start that it's going to be a difficult game. You know, coming to Spain, playing against Athletic Bilbao is a very big team, to say, and a very defensive and a very physical team. So I knew from the onset that it's not going to be an easy game. It's going to be a game where the team with the better player will win. And definitely, Arsenal was going to win because we have a very formidable team, very attacking minded, and defensive wise, we're doing extremely well. So I was very calm, very calculated because I knew something. I mean, the result was going to be on Arsenal's side.
I honestly saw that because I kept watching you while everybody was bantering and they were arguing. You were just watching, taking your time. And when the goal came, I saw you smiled.
Yeah,
like, okay, I know this is coming.
I was expecting it. I was a little confused because there was a period in the game where I noticed that we lacked creativity in the game. So at that period, I thought Arteta should have done some change, especially in the midfield area. Whereas I was seeing we're playing more more forward crosses, back and forth. No creativity.
We're not in the final.
We're not penetrating not penetrating. And if you observe, there was a point in the game where you see Madueke was playing alone, whereas the position where the attacking midfielder, the number 10 position, was very open at the time. So what I was watching at the time was for Arteta to kind of make some change in that regard. Bring in one and to kind of fasten the game but anyway, it worked out for him.
Okay, it worked out for him. That's the point that I'm coming to. We saw a situation where, because personally I observed the same thing, and I was expecting Arteta to pull out the Merino, bring in Trossard, and pull Eze to the 10. But rather what we saw was something on the contrary. He pulled out what's his name? Eze and Gyökeres. I was so furious. So what was your take about that change?
Well, for Gyökeres, I think it was a good one. It was a good call because, in the first half of play, we saw he had they collided, with Magalhaes and all of that. So if you observe after the collision, it was nowhere to be seen in the game, and I think it affected him a lot. I think he was feeling a lot of pain and stuff like that. So it was a good change for him to come out and rest, because in the week, I think we'll be playing Manchester City
on Saturday.
Yes,
so we need him to get some rest.
Okay,
it makes an obvious sense.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, looking at the team the way we are now overall, do you think that this team has got all it takes to go and win the Premier League as well as the Champions League? Because personally, I've not seen that intensity from our side.
Well, I think I'm overwhelmed, and that I think this current Arsenal team has all what it takes. So at this point in time, I don't think we're in for excuses. At this point in time, we're not in for excuses. We're not in for plenty drama or stuff like that. Because as you can see, all the players are in. Okay, for today's game, we're without Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, Kai Havertz, and Saliba, and the rest of it. If it were last season, it should have been a big problem, But the squad depth is there, so it's all left with Arteta to try to mix the squad and to get the best out of them.
So his tactical knowledge has to be top notch for us to get across the line.
Well, we've heard over the years that he's the son of the masterclass. So it's time for him to show that.
To show us that. Anyway,
it's time for him to show that.
Thank you very much, Suma.
You're welcome.
We hope to get more of you because we love your expose, the way you present, and
thank you so much.
We look forward to have more of you on Arsenal Fans Beat.
Thank you so much.
Until then, it is come on!